Hello, hello once again, all you lovely people. Professor Gray here with your next module. Recall that have begun Unit 4 of the course, and in this unit we're looking at utilitarianism and its limits. And recall, as always, that utilitarianism is, broadly speaking, a concern with the promotion of the greater good.
The greater good.
That is, of course, the good for everyone affected by your actions. And so we're continuing here, like I said, for the rest of the semester, pretty much primarily focusing on these issues in normative ethics. Recall that normative ethics is just about stating and defending basic moral principles. And so in this unit, we've been talking, we're going to be talking about utilitarianism and how utilitarianism understands, the contents and meaning of our basic moral principles. And of course, this module is also on the limits of utilitarianism. So we are looking at some problems that utilitarianism has along the way. And so far in this course, we've been mainly looking at classical utilitarianism. That's recall the utilitarianism of Jeremy Bentham. And we've seen a lot of classical utilitarianism, all those elements that classical utilitarianism has, lots of different things going on there. And in the last module, we looked at a pretty major challenge for a core tenet of classical utilitarianism. Recall, this really core idea of utilitarianism is the idea that morality should only be concerned with pleasure and the absence of pain. And again, that just follows from the first three elements of classical utilitarianism, that is consequentialism, welfarism, hedonism. These three come together. And again, say that morality is only about the promotion of pleasure and absence of pain. And in the last module, though, we saw challenging that tenet. Is that all that really matters? Pleasure and absence of pain? Because don't we care about things that seem pretty important to us, like friendship, love, artistic achievement, other things that seem to be more than just about, producing pleasure or reducing pain. We seem to care about other stuff as well. Well, in this module now, I want to look at the deliberative utilitarianism. Oh, I know, the deliberative utilitarianism that comes from John Stuart Mill, one of the greatest. I'd say there's only three truly great moral thinkers, and we'll be seeing them all in this class, but John Stuart Mill is the first truly great moral thinker we're going to read in detail, or at least in a little detail in this class. And Mill is arguing for notions of well-being, of happiness, of pleasure that are going to set him apart in very important ways from Jeremy Bentham's classical utilitarianism. And this will, Mill might sound like a hedonist, but we're going to see pretty quickly Mill is pretty different from the hedonism that we get from classical utilitarianism from Jeremy Bentham. Now, I will say that Jeremy Bentham was good friends. I'm full of the fun facts here. So yeah, fun fact, Jeremy Bentham was very good friends with John Stuart Mill's dad, James Mills, if I remember correctly. But anyway, another fun fact is that Jeremy Bentham was John Stuart Mill's godfather. And so, yes, they are both utilitarians for sure, and they do agree on a lot. And they'll disagree on a lot too. But before I go into the similarities, because that's the next video I want to talk about, are the similarities between Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill. But before we do that, let's just take a quick break. And then when we come back, I can start talking about John Stuart Mill's deliberative utilitarianism. All right, I'll see you back here in a moment.